That's DAKA-DAKA, baby. Ripper style.
And she's straight away. Inside, it's the war move. She's slain to die. Inside, it's the dog move. Going and die. Just gun, she spits out lead like the bus or tearing ships to shreds. Click, clack, fury, non-stop spray. Barbiano's wrath without your time.
Hey team, this is Ripper. You guys are doing fantastic today. Got a fun video with the Barbiano. Yes, we just did the Rigolo, and now we're gonna check out how Barbiano plays now. And like I said, different play styles. I think the Rigolo has better sap DP, or I guess you could say, what is it, penetration, so to speak, giggity. But the other one, the Barbiano, has really, if you see the sap shells here, it only pins 26. And the funny button, if you press it, it gets up to 34. So it depends on what you do, but they have to sacrifice a reload. But look at the amount of guns you have on this thing, okay? But as always, before we get like, subscribe button below. Appreciate all the supporters of the channel. If you see value here, smash those buttons. Thanks for stopping by and enjoy the show, man. Thanks for in making this a great channel to learn about sailing ships, shooting ships, and making friends at the same time. All right, here we go. Look at this engagement here. This is exactly the bread and butter of what you want. You want full up machine gun hardcore action here. This is Barbiano. This is what it's for you, man. Here's the problem here. Now, he's angled in, which is a smart player. Now he's got to suit superstructure at this point because we can't pin really anything else, and it just ricochets. And we don't have HE, so pretty much, holy crap, he got that close. And that is the power of Barbiano. Just the amount of firepower. I mean, this is not a destroyer in any regard. I mean, I have to say, this is a freaking cruiser. It's got more guns on it than some of the battleship secondaries. My goodness. But like I said, this is the bread and butter of literally just Rambo style, non-stop. Look at the DPM. My God. I mean, this is what a Forrest Sherman wishes it could be. I mean, the amount of DPM you're just plowing into. Just watch his HP bar. It literally is just ground floor to the abyss, so that you can literally just melt straight up battleships. And I get slapped by both sides here, so they knew they had to get me out of that middle. They cannot let a Barbiano get in the middle there. But basically, how Barbiano plays is not what you just saw there. The concealment is just not there. It's just going to get outspotted by everything. If you pop the exhaust smoke generator, which the Italian line has, you get caught. You're so close in, you're going to either get caught by radar or hydro, or even you have a smoke firing penalty, which is pretty bad. If you get too close, like I said, the smoke firing penalty is about, I usually label it on the blue circle. You'll see if I'm in it, it'll pop up. It's approximately around 3+ kilometers. So, dude, you're getting really, really close. People, if they're that close to you in, will spot you. If you're just nicking somebody, it's going to spot you. So, like I said, it is not the best choice for capping, contesting. It's literally the machine gun suppressive fire mid-range artillery ship that kind of the Italian destroyer line kind of plays. I mean, you don't really see too many Rigolos going in full blast, full, hardcore. And unless you want to get just YOLO'd and spotted, because the exhaust smoke generator you cannot turn off. Much like the new American destroyer line, you can turn it off, which is pretty incredible. And it's not an exhaust smoke generator. I mean, the American line is really just, the basic smokes. But the exhaust smoke generator, if you could turn this on and off, my God, that would be an overpowered kind of gimmick. Wargaming, don't think about it. But like I said, the exhaust smoke generator, you can't turn it off. Once you pop it, it's gone. It goes for the, 49.5 seconds that I built for. So, and here you go. So you get spotted by hydro, so it doesn't matter if I pop it or not. You're so close in engaging that it almost renders it useless. But again, it doesn't stop us from using our bread and butter, which is the firepower of the guns. The gun angles are pretty decent. Not the, like I said, greatest, but the cool thing is you don't have a Citadel and you have 35,000 health points. If you can see right there, this thing is built like a cruiser. It is a light cruiser. It's just labeled as a destroyer and no Citadel. So do with it what you may. But like I said, it's very difficult to cap in this thing. It's the clunkiest thing I've ever driven. It is not like by any means a destroyer, and that my personal opinion. It needs the engine boost constantly going. It's constantly getting hunted down and fired at. So it literally, if you could label this as a light cruiser, I believe you. I mean, it just fits that profile. But they gave it the destroyer labeling and did not give it a Citadel. So you can do kind of things where you're more close in, engaging, and just constant firepower. So that's all you're really doing. You're just kind of finding angles here. You're just moving around the map, looking for angles. So again, by no means is this a great cap contester. Even if you pop the smoke, again, the smoke is not there to really keep you undetected for a long time, because it's not only short, you're stuck in it. And then, of course, you get radar and hydro, like I said. Look at the smoke firing penalty, 3.5. You can see that blue circle on the mini-map there? That is the smoke firing penalty. So pretty large smoke firing penalty. So if anybody's just barely within that 3.5, which usually most destroyers are, then you're spotted anyways, rendering your smoke useless. So you got to kind of stay out to these mid-ranges. Even though we're close to the cap, look, there's like 1, 2, 3, 4 ships in there with a radar Des Moines. So you really are just going to have to kill everybody with the massive firepower to get into any kind of cap. Kind of just spray and pray and sweep out all the mess until once it's clear, then you can move in. And of course, my team isn't moving in because they're terrified. But anyways, well, we're just enjoying what the Barbiano does, and it's just non-stop firepower action here. You really need the engine boost to survive, because it just does not maneuver and stop and start like you would like it to. I might have to figure out how to boost the engine, but man, it is really, really freaking weak. Okay, look at this. I was surprised that Vyazma, I'm actually pinning the crap out of his superstructure and doing tons of damage. Look at that. We don't have a Citadel, but he would have blapped us had we had a Citadel there. We're currently radared right now. Like I said, smoke kind of rendered useless here. So we're pretty much just using ultimate DPM and firepower to see if we can kill this guy before he takes another shot on us. And we don't have a heal, because we're already starting with 35,000 HP. We don't need it. Thank God Mapley killed that guy for me right there. Look at the firepower right there. 100,000 damage. And 1.4 million potential. People love shooting at this thing. I'm just speeding it up there to get us into position. Now, here's the devastating part of Barbiano. If you can actually use island cover and just get the front half of your ship firing, it's still a lot of firepower. Holy crap, look at this. I mean, we're just nicking him one shell at a time, and we're nailing like 530, 1100 damage just on his superstructure. And like I said, it's death by literally 1,000 paper cuts. I mean, there is a lot of firepower going down range, and this is kind of like the devastating aspect of it, just kind of walking with the ship here, walking the elephant, and just going with the island cover to keep it yourself basically concealed. And then, of course, I have the smoke if I need it, and I pop the engine boost if you need to just run and gun. So pretty much I can just run and gun at will and unabated, because there's no hydro in the area and there's no radar. So yeah, this is where it really, really shines. You got this smoke cloud moving across the water that's just spewing out Rainbow Dragon hate here, like an AC-130 gunship. This thing literally is, and it fits that metaphor very, very well. And look at this, we're shooting the Giuseppe Verde, a very heavily armored Italian battleship as well. But if you can get those shells right onto the superstructure, my gosh, this thing literally, look at that, just numbers ticking up like a slot machine. And he goes down as well. Now, the downside, it only pins 26 mil, but I would rather have the 26 mil for firepower and DPM. Now, if you switch to the F funny button, you do lose about 23% there, and it goes up to 34 mil pen. But I noticed you're not really engaging too many things with 34 mil pen or below and hitting it. So you really are better off just shooting at a massive superstructure and just spraying and praying and hoping the amount of firepower landing on an area will do enough, and that's what you're really relying on. And it really is a terrifying factor. Look at me. This is just, oh my gosh. And we win the game? Holy crap. Yasma gone. And this is how you play it. I mean, this is exactly how you just kind of, steamroll over somebody. You just find a flank and use blast and use island cover and your smokes to just nail people. So again, a different play style there. We'll take a look at another video and see how it goes. But yeah, different play style than the Rigolo. And I think Barbiano just is, like I said, a suppressive fire, deterring, locking down an area. Okay, here's another map with Barbiano here, and one of my favorite ones, we're just locking down the center here. This is also a fun maneuver right here, where you really just rush in and expect to just delete the destroyer there, and you just got to time it correctly, and then you pop the exhaust smoke generator to conceal yourself if you have someone spotting for you. But a very dangerous move here, because if nobody is spotting for you, you render the guy undetected. So you got to see if you can kill this guy. See if I can melt 16,000 health here in a few seconds so my HP survives. Just got to get 10 more thousand HP. Yeah, then he starts turning. So I should have popped the smoke generator right here. Oh, wait, no, we're hydroed. So, ooh, dang, somebody blasted me. Oh, man. See, this is what happens when you get focus fired and everybody knows who you are in the game. They're like, oh, it's Ripper. Yeah, but usually when you go right in there, you get we got the Yugamo at least. But yeah, when you go right in there, you can really just lock down an entire area if you just, you know, blap the crap out of the first destroyer you see, and then pop the smoke generator, and then you go and detect it, and you can sit there and cap. So that one didn't work out because they had actually a lot of support on that side. Look what we're doing to this poison. I always get problems with pronunciation there. But let the poison, look at there, look at that. We are just melting away layer by layer of armor. So like I said, you don't need to use the funny button. I think you're better off just using the firepower and the DPM just to literally just by sheer volume melt away his HP, and there's really nothing you can do about it. I mean, you're just watching, he's just watching his HP. He can heal back as much as he wants, but my gosh, when you have literally that many shells plowing into your superstructure, no heal on the world will really save you. And I like this position right here because then I can get these pesky little destroyers or whatever cruiser that likes to hide right there by the island. I can really push them out and get them out of the way, just like this Awami's helping me out. That is awesome teamwork right there. Being able to push that guy out really helps out a lot. All right, let's help out our Awami now. Let's return the favor. Let's see if we can melt. Okay, 45,000 HP. Let's see how fast it takes to melt this thing. God, look at the firepower of this thing. It's literally just a machine gun. This is exactly what I want the Haraguma to be like. I want the Haraguma to do something that's with HE. Now, I don't know if there's a destroyer. Now, there's ships like this that fire SAP. So this is the SAP machine gun. I'm waiting for the HE machine gun, which I think is the Haraguma. Oh, and by the way, they are in the next update going to buff the Haraguma. They're going to make the shell trajectory more flat, so easier to aim at long range. We'll take a look at that. I can't wait for that update. We'll take a look at it. I love the Haraguma, and I've built for it for just pure vampire crawling smoke machine gun action in that thing. So we'll take a look at how that actually operates, and when the new update comes, I'm looking forward to it. But it's going to be really redonkulous. It's going to make shots like this a lot easier. See how the trajectory of the shell arcs are really, really high up? So with the new Haraguma, they're saying that the shell arcs will be flatter. So cut this in half, and that's pretty much what you're getting. You're kind of getting like Kabarov style angles, maybe even Elbing kind of like arc angles. If you can give the Haraguma that, man, you're going to see a lot more people playing it, a lot easier to aim it. I think that's why you're just not seeing many people play it as much. It's still a clunky destroyer. It's kind of like a light cruiser, in my opinion, again. But like I said, that is the Barbiano of the Japanese HE line, where if I can shoot at reload rates like this on the Haraguma, my gosh, it will be an unstoppable force. All right, let's see if we can melt Yugamo here. Again, 16,000. And this is what should have happened earlier. 16,000 health should have been melted and sent to the bottom of the abyss here. To the ground floor, just lit by my left mouse button, or sorry, left finger was literally numb after this. I literally was just holding down left mouse button. It just hurt. I mean, this is just incredible amount of firepower. I mean, I think I shot over like 2,000 shells. And you're literally, I wish we were just automatic fire on the mouse button. Back in the day, we used to have that mouses that you could do auto click. I don't think they do that anymore, but man, you're going to need it for this ship, man. This thing is literally machine gun heaven. And just look at that. Oh my gosh, there's like a 4,000 health right there in a matter of a second. And now we're just going to keep melting it. Let's see how fast it melts. 30,000, 28, 26, 25. Like I said, it's an elevator. This is an elevator down to the ground floor here. 19, yeah, the only counter to this is just speed up and get behind an island. I mean, there is no point of slowing down right here. Oh, he's flooding too? Holy crap. 4,000, 3,000, 2,000, 1,000, and oh my gosh. Yeah, this is not a good day for this flank. This thing literally is a menace. I don't know. I don't want to call it broken overpowered. I don't think it is. Okay, watch the vampire here. Let's take a look at how we do this. Sailing right into the dragon's breath. No siree. Holy crap. Look at that. Oh my god. Like, HP is just melting, and even if he pops his smoke screen, he's got the crawling smoke gimmick. Even if he pops it, it's not fast enough to slow down to stop the amount of shells that are already in the air coming at you, so it's almost like to little avail. So now he turns and wants to slow down, and we'll just aim right at his nose, and he'll just drive right into him, and bupkis. He goes down there, there's another one. Oh my god, this team is probably going, what the heck is going on? Why is this smoke cloud constantly firing dragon's breath here, and it's just too much. And look, they can't even get into the cap, because if you can hold this flank right here and shoot on the side, they have nowhere to hide. They pretty much are just rendered helpless there, and they have no cover, and they can't even cap. So our destroyer and battleships can really cap unabated, no problems, and it's just too easy for them. Let's see here. Oh, nobody's spotting. Now this is pretty much over, because Nobody's around. I'm the only destroyer on the side flanking, or spotting. I'm in the smoke. But that is Barbiano, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know your thoughts. Is this thing too much, too powerful, OP, whatever? But that's how it plays. Regolo plays differently. Barbiano plays differently. This is more of that suppressive fire, Rambo, shoot in the jungle with Carl Weathers, Predator kind of mentality. Just a blanket an entire forest. And that is pretty much what you got right there. 160,000 damage, 3 kills, and the build will be at the end of the video. Number 2 in the team right there, winning the game. And like I said, this thing is a menace. All right, hope you guys have a great one. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday here, and until next time, we'll do another video. We'll talk to you soon. Come on, stop by, and if you see me out there, make sure you say hello and you stay safe. We'll talk to you soon. Cheers.